Hey Dreamers, this is Jade and I'm here to finally do my journal lineup for 2024. It's a lot, so let's go ahead and just jump right in. First, I have a stack of honorable mentions, and what I mean by that is these are journals that I have and keep. However, it's not like super frequent that I'm in them. This one actually I set up last year and I never got to even do anything in it yet. I was considering doing a live actually to do like the first entry in this, and this is just like my manifestation journal. Basically, like when something comes through or actually happens, I want to keep a record of all the manifestations that actually go ahead and come through. So I plan on doing that in this book. See, as you can see, I actually went ahead and printed out some stuff for my first entry. There were some other things too. I don't know where that stuff went. But yeah, so this one I will be keeping, and I need to actually get to it. This one is like I have like two brain dumps going on here. This is kind of like active pretty much every day. Um, so maybe I shouldn't have put this in honorable mentions. But anyway, I, I come in here a lot just to make quick notes, lists, stuff like that, grocery list or shopping list. Um, List of TV shows I want to watch and get through, all that kind of yada yada yada, gifts, all kinds of stuff like that. And then also I have a section in my, what do you call it, my mini bullet journal where I do a brain dump. So if I hear a quote or anything strikes me, I write it there. And this is like my brain dump, my major brain dump. So all of the brain dumpage that I collect goes in here, and I have it sectioned off in different like little categories and stuff like that. So I'll put them under whatever category they belong in, as far as my brain dump. So this is like the big brain dump for the small brain dumps. And then once it's in here, I can disperse it into its permanent home, which is more than likely going to be my commonplace book. And actually, this is not my commonplace book, but I have the same notebook for my commonplace book. This is a book that I started because I write daydreams a lot, and they're basically kind of turning into stories or whatever. And so I wanted to keep a notebook because sometimes I get these, like I get dialogue or scenes or stuff or anything like that, and if I don't write it down, I will lose it. But I may not be ready to actually write the complete story or flesh it out or expand on it yet. So I will write my preliminary thoughts about it in here, and then I can go back and take the idea and expand on it when I'm in my daydream journal. And then also I write down stuff that is helpful as far as like descriptive stuff. So like these words, I don't even know if this is what you call them, but yeah. And then like other stuff like that. And I'm not gonna like go through this whole thing because some of it is like my daydreams and whatever. So anyway, that's pretty much what's going on in this book. And this is my commonplace book. So I come in here every so often when I'm ready to get something down. As you can see, this was started back in February 2022. So yeah, this is what I have so far. It's not a lot, vocabulary and stuff like that. And then like I have a whole lot of ideas of stuff I want to put in here. I just haven't done it yet. And I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but hopefully I will get to some of that stuff this year. So we'll be in that occasionally. As I said, these are my journals that I won't be working in every day, but they are in the lineup. This one is my journal that I keep when I have like I'm working through some kind of course or like Zoom or class or whatever, and I need to keep notes or something like that. So I will use this. This is a Design Works journal that I picked up from Target years ago. I got a couple of them, or two or three of them, because I liked it so much. At the time, it was $8. Again, it's Design Works. I don't know that they still have them. I hadn't seen them in a while, but just in case anybody is interested. So that's what that is for. And then occasionally, of course, I will come in here into my TV journal. Absolutely love entertainment and TV, and sometimes I get one of those shows where I just have to come in here and do a complete spread for it. My last one for that was One Piece. I have gone down the One Piece rabbit hole. I am there. I am happy. I am cozy. I am nestled in. I am here for the long haul. Okay, so and I heard that they were making the anime over, and I just got into season 20 of the anime. I believe that is the last season. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because if there's more seasons, then I'm ready to watch it. But anyway, so yeah, One Piece was the last show that I came in here and did. Let's see what was before that. Only Murders in the Building, so it had been a while. And one show I do actually want to get in here and do is The Changeling. I watched that this summer or like in fall or something. I think it was fall because it was around like Halloweenish time. And I loved it so much. It was so good. So I do need to get in there and get that. And I wrote down like a lot of quotes and stuff from that. So yeah, and then also my movie journal, same type of deal. Every once in a while, not sure what the last, is this the last? This is the last movie I have done in this. And this came out in November 2022. So yeah, we're in 2022. Can I talk? 2024. And I haven't put anything else in here. So once the movie strikes my fancy, I will be back in this or whatever. So I feel like I skipped. Yeah. Love this spread so much. Anyway. Yeah. So those are the notebooks that I will be in occasionally. And let's move on to the notebooks, some of the notebooks that I will be in more frequently. Okay, moving on. So this is my vision journal. Will not be sharing this for the most part because it's, of course, very private. So anything that I have as far as envisioning for my life, lifestyle, what I want to do, where I want to be, who I want to be, that type of thing will go in here. Lots of collages, writing, rituals like new moon, full moon rituals, stuff like that. I actually just did this ritual called the 12 Magical Nights, and I left information about that on one of my recent videos. I can't remember which one, and I did that in here. So that kind of thing goes in here. Love this little book, and I love this cover. It's by Chic Sparrow. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah. So that is my vision book, and then of course this is my daydream journal. Same type of deal, private stuff. And again, love this cover by Chic Sparrow. I want to say it's like integrity or ambition or something like that, but using a B6 Slim stylogy for my daydream journal. And then that vision book is actually a B6 Slim stylogy from Nanami Cafe. So yeah, this is basically just writing. The other one is a lot of different stuff, pictures, writing, all kinds of stuff or whatever. So yeah, have been in here. I'm actually in here pretty frequently. I was in here last night actually. So yeah, moving on to the next journal. And so the next journal is my creative journal. And as you can see, I am super behind. So this was December of 2022. I'm just getting into January of 2023. And I think I'm pretty much over this. So I will be starting a journal to just keep up with what's going on now. A creative journal to do, what's going on now. And I will come in here when I feel like I have the time and wherewithal and want to sit down and catch up on the entries from the year that's gone, whatever, for 2023. Let's put it that way. I may end up just giving up on it altogether, but so far, right now, that's my plan, to just start a new journal to keep up with what's going on now and slowly but surely catch up on my entries from last year. So we'll see how that works out. As I said, I may just give up completely, but yeah, that is what I plan on doing here. And so I will need to start a new journal, and what I'm considering, it's either going to be, oh, look at Luffy, so cute. Okay, it's either going to be this, which is the notebooks from Hobonichi. Love them because of the Tomoe River paper, basically. And they're so cute and small. And this is an A6 size, of course, so it will fit right into this little A6 cover, and this is the one piece cover for 2024. I do have the one from 2023 as well, which you'll see later on in this lineup. So I'm considering either using this, or I may go ahead and hop on Amazon and order some more of those Tomoe River notebooks, which are the same size, A6 size or whatever, and they have Tomoe River notebook paper. The only thing about them is the grid is bigger, and they have less pages per notebook, so it's you can get through them just a little bit faster. So I am considering that. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with, but we'll see. So that is in the lineup. And then next, well, this is also an option too. This is my Valerie journal. I started it last year just to put whatever in as I was feeling it. So as you can see, these are just random entries. This is the entry, and then I have noticed that a lot of musical stuff. I put a lot of music based stuff in this notebook. So like I have the lyrics to Eyes Closed, which dropped last year, I think around May. Absolutely love this song. It actually ended up being my #1 on Spotify Wrapped. And then I had the idea to do all of a spread for all of my favorite revenge stories, movie, book, and show. And this show actually inspired me to do it because it just came out sometime last year and it was so good. And I love a good revenge story. I love a good revenge story. But anyway, and then I started keeping my Receiptifies and decided that I wanted to put them somewhere. And so, yeah, I actually need to catch up. I have like several I need to do. So I've been doing that. So a lot of music based stuff. And then I came in here, I have some more lyrics. And then I have, and then my Spotify wrap up. So yeah, it's very music based, I have seen, but I may just do other stuff in it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. This is kind of my anything journal, which is why I named it the Valerie journal. And there's a story behind that, but I'm not going to get into it in this video. So moving on. This is a journal I actually just started last year. Sometimes I typically don't like bigger notebooks and journals and stuff like that. However, I needed to keep one because there are some instances where I get like postcards or stuff like that I want to keep intact and I don't want to have to cut down. So I needed a journal to put that kind of stuff in. And this first entry is just my Hobonichi order. I haven't put anything else in here since, but I have stuff that can go in here that I might want to keep, in here just to keep a record of. So I have them in the back here, and when I'm ready to do that, I will. So that will be part of the lineup when I need to make use of a bigger space in a journal. Okay, so next we have my Magic of Eye journal, or planner, I should say, because it is kind of a planner. And basically this is kind of what I do in it. I do need to go back and fill out this stuff. I was just getting, well, all of this stuff, but in the beginning of the month they have they have a thing where you can set monthly goals and intentions and then break down from week to week the actionable steps that you can take to reach those goals and intentions. And then here I just come in, and anything I hear that strikes my fancy or I want to keep a note of or stuff like that, I will put in here, and I just kind of decorate a little bit just to make it just to jazz it up for myself or whatever. And then of course I'm able to keep up with like the transits and all that kind of stuff. I'm not an astrologer, and I'm not like super deep into astrology like that. There are some things that I understand really well, and then some things I don't, whatever. But this is helpful in learning that kind of stuff and keeping up with stuff that I do know or whatever. So, and other stuff, then maybe I'll learn it one day. But yeah, this is cool. So I am in here doing that with my Magic of Eye journal. This journal is my dream journal. Again, Magic of Eye. So it's just a notebook from them though. And it's their pocket notebook, which is basically A6 size. And so, yeah, I've just, when I wake up, if I can remember my dreams that day, I like to keep an account of my dreams. And speaking of which, this is my Morning Pages notebook, which is basically just a stylogy. Yeah, it's a stylogy, so type of thing. So what I'm doing and how I have like amended this system here is my morning pages notebook, when I would wake up, I would come in here and do 3 pages of stream of consciousness thought. I have since cut it down to 2 pages because by the time I get to 3 pages, I am really flagging and floundering and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, I just don't have that much stuff going on in my head that I want to keep writing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. So I cut it down to 2 pages, so it'll take me longer to get through one of these stylogies. And then it's I don't do both. So if I wake up and I've remembered my dreams, because writing down my dreams can easily turn into 2 or 3 pages in and of itself. So if I get up and I remember my dreams, I'm going to write my dreams down. I'm not going to do both. So yeah, it's either I'm writing my dreams down or I'm writing morning pages, and that will suffice for me. And I have since cut my morning pages down to 2. And so yeah, that is how I am working this system now, because and then trying to do both just took entirely too long. When I get up, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start doing stuff or whatever. So the morning pages kind of slowed me down, made me be in the moment or whatever. But my writing my dreams kind of does the same thing, because it makes me go in and have to recall, okay, this is what happened and this is the details I need to write down, yada, yada, yada. So that's how I am doing that for going forward. And if anything changes, I will let you all know. And so moving on, this is the notebook that I am seriously considering to use as my book journal / reading journal, whatever you want to call it. I have yet to get anything set up. I want to do something fairly simple. So I haven't decided how I want to get it all set up yet. But this is probably the notebook I'll be using. If it's not this, then it'll be the Traveler's Notebook size from Notebook Therapy that I picked up sometime last year. But this is just a personal size from Sunshine Sticker Co. that I grabbed from them before they went out of business. It's just a personal size dot grid. It's the same as the Valerie journal. It's just a mint cover. And I actually picked up a few notebooks from them when they went out of business because it was such a good price. But yeah, so I'll probably be in this as far as my reading journal when I'm ready to get that done and set up and all that kind of stuff. Next in the lineup is going to be my A6 Han. This is Liberty Fabrics, whatever, and it's Hobonichi, of course. So my idea for this, last year I actually wanted to do this. I wanted to keep a photo a day because I don't take enough photos. Like in the moment, I don't think about taking photos, and I need to get better at that. So I wanted to take a photo a day, even if it's just random stuff, whatever, just to start documenting better and all of that kind of stuff. And so that's what I'm doing in here. I still need to kind of set up and decorate the front pages and stuff like that, but I have at least gotten through the 3rd in here, and I need to get the 4th, and today is the 5th when I'm recording this down. So yeah, I have been taking my photos. And so yeah, we'll see how this works out the rest of the year, how well I'm able to keep up with it. I'm not sure, but it was a goal that I set for myself. So I'm hoping I'll be able to keep up with it and go with it. And so we'll see. Next is my Day Free that I picked up this year. Look how pretty this cover is. I love the front and the inside. This color is so cute. Anyway, it's Hobonichi, of course. And I picked myself up a Day Free because I do need a content planner. Again, I have yet to set anything up in here. I haven't even started working in this yet, which I need to because I have like so many videos that I'm filming to go up soon, because it is the beginning of the year and trying to get all my journals together, notebook setups, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I need to get this set up and working and ready for me or whatever. But that's what I plan on using this for, just to kind of plan out my content, write down ideas. When I do have a video that needs to go up, kind of writing out a general script just so I'm not going off the cuff all the time. Because there's sometimes when I am doing my voiceover and there's things that I know that I want to mention and I completely forget about it. And 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to go back and re-record it just to mention it. So yeah, hopefully this will help with that for me to keep notes and all that kind of, and script my stuff and all kinds of stuff like that. So, that will be my content planner. And here, Uhtred is all out. This is the mini bullet journal I told you all I would be transitioning into. So this is the pocket notebook from Create with Pen. I think she calls them Inkit notebooks or whatever. And I have set this up. I have a video for it. I think I just finished the final edit for that. I'm not sure when it's going to go up though. So, because I want this one to go up first. But anyway, getting into it. So I just did this, whatever. I need to change all this around, because I don't like it. But yeah, here's my calendar. And this is basically what I'm doing. So I'll have today. So basically what I've been doing, like in my Lois term, I'll have the day, today, the times and what I'm doing during the times, my goals for tomorrow. But then I've also added my daily journaling into here. So I will just basically write down what was happening that day or whatever. So that daily journal that I had before, the pocket size that it was an A6 Hobonichi notebook that I cut down the pocket size. I probably won't be using that. So yeah, we'll see how this goes and how well I'm able to keep up with it as far as that. So I got today going on or whatever. But this is what I'm doing for my mini bullet journal so far. I'm not sure if I'm going to play around with layout and stuff like that, but we'll see how it goes. I will keep you all updated throughout the year on how it's working. But this is definitely a daily thing for me. I'm in here pretty much every day. Unless I'm like resting or something's going on or whatever. But yeah, so I am using that. So next is my Hobonichi Weeks. I decided not to give up on it so fast. So I did order another one that I'm going to use as my tarot journal. Now I'm not getting ridiculously deep into this. So what I'm going to do is basically, so I did kind of preliminary set this up as far as decorations and stuff. I'm getting it ready for myself. There are a few more things I want to do before I'm like really settled into this, and I will add that and put the video up or whatever. But what I'm doing basically is doing my daily tarot card pull. So when I get up, I will pull a tarot card. Now, if it's Monday, the very first card that I pull on Monday, or the first day of the week, I will do like an extensive thing about it over here. And so I'll do, what it means, upright, reverse, and any reflections or anything, thoughts I have about it down here will go there. And then just the daily tarot card pull each day or whatever. And so I need to come back here in my notes section. And what I'm going to do is for each, first of all, in my notes section, I'm going to, my personal tarot card for the year is the strength card. And how you calculate that, if I'm not mistaken, is you add your birthday, day, Jesus Jade, month, day, and then the year that it currently is. So 2024, until you break that down into one number. I think it's 1 through like however the major arcana is, whatever. And so whatever that number relates to as far as the major arcana, that's your card for the year. Mine ended up being 8, which is the strength card. So I want to do a kind of thing about the strength card here. And then I will also come back here and all of the tarot cards, tarot decks I plan on using for the year. I'm going to get down here and then write down all the major arcana and minor arcana or whatever. And that way, if I pull it, like if it's the first card that I pull, I can check it off so I know not to come in here and do it again. And so if I do end like say I do end up pulling the Fools again, then I'll wait until the next day. And if whatever I pull the next day, that'll be my focus of the tarot or whatever. So that's kind of how I'm doing that. We'll see how it goes during the year. I'll keep you all updated. This all kind of goes hand in hand. Okay, so let me show you, or maybe not show you everything. Tell you what I'm doing with this. Of course, this is my one line a day journal. Love this thing. And I am currently on year 3. This is so cool to see 3 years together. Of course, we're at the beginning of January, so it's not that much. But I did pretty much keep up with it all of last year. I don't think I have any blank spots. But what I have noticed is in my one line a day journal, it's very repetitive, I should say. There was one day, like I was writing out my day for in 2023, my one line a day, and when I looked up to see the entry before, the exact same thing happened. Like, and it's something that's like super rare for me. Like sometimes I get these ridiculously bad stomach cramps, and I wrote about that year, and then the next year on the exact same day, I had those ridiculously bad stomach cramps. And I was like, this is weird. And this is kind of crazy that the exact same thing is happening. And then there were a few instances that I noticed of that where I felt like I was writing the same day. And so to get out of that, I have picked this book up, which is, what is this? Oh, this is my One Piece notebook, journal, or whatever, Techo, or whatever. So what I'm doing with this, and because I originally bought this thinking I was going to use it for the photo a day, but to me, once I got the Han, it made more sense for the Han to be the photo a day, and for this to be my scripting journal. So what I'm doing is, of course, writing out my one line a day, what actually happened in the day. But in here, I can come in here, and for the day, I can write the day however I wished it had gone. I can be wherever I want to be, with whoever I want to be with, feeling whatever I want to feel. Like if I felt like skating that day, I can come in here and write that I went skating. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of thing. And just kind of get some variety. So I figure if I'm like writing that kind of stuff, it'll maybe seep into my subconscious and I'll actually start doing more kind of different, exciting stuff. And it's not as mundane. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling, but I hope that you all are understanding what I'm trying to say here. So basically, yeah, this is what I'm using in conjunction with this and my 5-year Hobonichi. So I come in here and just script my day as I wish it would have gone, as I want it to be, or whatever. And so that is what I'm using this for. So it made more sense for me to put it in the One Piece journal, because One Piece, they're having like out pirating, having adventures and stuff like that. So in here, I get to go be in here and have adventures and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm using this for. And of course, the one line a day. And lastly, my 5-year Hobonichi. I am so happy about this. So I was sad that the one that I got last year, I ended up ruining it. And I ended up getting a new one. And when I tell you, I hemmed and hawed about getting a new one. And I was like, Jade, is there no way to salvage this? Can you not fix it or whatever? And I was ripping. It was a mess, okay? So finally, I just bit the bullet and I was like, I'm getting a new one. And the first night that I was in it, writing in it, I was so relieved. Like, I felt such relief and contentment. And that's when I knew I made the right decision to just go ahead and get the new one. I'm sad that I won't be able to continue the memories in the other one. But this one, it doesn't have that hump. This is starting to go back to the way that it was. And I can come in here and write. And the best part, I love this. Like, I can just do that without there being any obstruction or anything like that. So yeah, I really messed myself up last year. So I know not to do that again. But yeah. So I have been in here and I've been keeping up with it so far. And last year I kept up with it. I still kept going even though it was messed up. I went through because I didn't want to get out of the habit because I knew I was getting a new one. And so yeah, that pretty much wraps this video up. I know it's probably a long video, but if you hung in there with me, I appreciate you all of my new and old subscribers. Thank you so much for your love and support over the years. I hope this is a great, fantastic new year for everybody. Please stay safe. I'm wishing you joy and happiness, abundance, all of that kind of stuff. If you have any comments or questions, leave those below. If you enjoy this content, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. And I will catch you all in the next video.